installed on my computer, Brad. Oh, Brad, do you do stuff with that? I tried to get their GitHub to compile, but it just wouldn't. It kept giving. It was throwing some errors at some point, and I'm not qualified or capable to debug Node. How much money have I put into Arena? A little under $1,000 at this point. I believe I have most of Standard at this point. I need to load up one of those collection things and see how it looks. You're writing it in Node? Okay. Oh no, I'm misreading. The thing for my stream that is written in Electron, some JavaScript Electron Vue or something like that. I don't know, it's some toolkit I'd never worked on before. Now the viewers at home are paying me to play Arena. Triple tapped lands. If only, imagine if these were hollowed fountains, chat. Imagine if these were hollowed fountains. Someone asked, am I going to be playing more pirates at some point in the future? So this stream is a little bit different than a lot of Magic streams out there. So basically everything we play on this stream is a viewer submitted deck list. So the people that kind of support my stuff dictate what we play and when we play it. And there's a deck list queue that you can find on my website that has all the upcoming deck lists in it that people have submitted to play. I am being paid to play Arena. This is my job. I'm just being paid by. Oh wait, I have sound. I always forget I get to put my headset on, chat, because this is a video game, so there's sound effects. The Glacial Fortress mirror match. Have you played Green Red Frenzy? I've not. I don't know if you said it earlier, but anecdotal reference point. I've put in $105. I've got enough wild cards to build 2 proper decks. Yeah, that was about my experience too, Greater Aura. I started with the biggest gem pack plus the starter pack. Yeah, I put the graphics. I turned the graphics to high definition. Risk factor. Let's syncopate that one. Let's get that one right on exiled. Why wait to play Hallowed Fountain when you can play Overgrown Tomb now? Bits to any black-green standard, Liz. Thank you, SCTR. I appreciate it. Thanks for supporting my content here in the standard content. See, that's true. That's the first time Syncopate's been good on this stream. It was bound to happen eventually, right? At some point, it was bound to be good. Does a Jeskai deck run any creatures? I'm not sure offhand. I think I just let this happen. Missing lands here feels pretty bad. We've also drawn a bunch of our cards that are not particularly good in this matchup. Are the arena sounds not coming through for you all? Are they too quiet? They're definitely coming up on my OBS. They're quiet. All right, let's turn them up. Let me know how that goes. Let me know if that's overbearing. I proxied your blue-black operative list to practice with my friends, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like the control matchup was rough game 1 because the removal that got stuck in my hand. Yeah, the sideboard plan is really good. Definitely, like, you can definitely have wrong half problem with a deck like that, right? And if you expected to play against a lot of control, you could construct your deck in a way that that doesn't do that. I'm loving the Microsoft Excel video game split. Happy 3rd of the year. Thank you for the tier 2 resub, Mesner, for the 4th month in a row. Welcome back. Okay, good level. So you can hear them, but they're not overwhelming. Look at that. We kept most of our people when we switched to Standard 2. Only dropped off a few. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Everyone's just having a good time playing Magic wherever you're at. Hey, Alec. Thank you for the 6-month resub and welcome back. Yeah, so we'll just like slide these over here. A game like this is one of the reasons why I think maybe not playing the 4th copy of the this card that they played. Why not playing 4 Chemister's Insight might be bad. Chemister's Insight's a great card because it kind of helps you mitigate this wrong half problem where when you play a match like this where you have dead cards game 1, you just kind of like get to jumpstart them away, right? Yeah. Nice, Nathan. Yeah, I've been playing it. It's running on Linux just fine for me. Wine staging and all. Can we win this game? I'd be kind of surprised if we could win this game. I think this is probably the pseudo mirror like this is probably a place where having a red splash is favorable, especially if they have access to Niv Mizzet. We're actually going to play a Jeskai deck in the league in the set of games after this one. It wouldn't let me resubscribe today until you started playing Standard. Standard confirmed. Good. Thanks for the 7 months and welcome back. Beetle, believe it or not, Justin donated to cut this one in line. I only have 7 lands here. I'm gonna wait till I have 8 lands so that way I can play this with Sabotage up. Right, test Standard on Magic Online Arena. I would test Standard wherever you felt, whichever application you enjoyed playing with more. I personally enjoy playing Standard on Arena more. No, I don't, Eastubus. I didn't get a chance to play more games last night afterwards. Cover-Up is weird. Infamous. I'm definitely something. Limited All-Star. Helps you not deck, right? Demanding Dragon. Okay. Yeah, I'll just scatter that. That's exciting for me. The fact there's a Demanding Dragon in their deck means that, like, a bunch of my cards I didn't think had text boxes are gonna have text boxes here. Negator, thank you for the 12-month resubscription there. I knight the Defender of the Realm. Go forth and protect us from Twitch chat. Thanks for the year's worth of support there. I appreciate that. I'm going to put just Syncopate back in my deck here. And like they have 6 lands here, so they need double counter to win this fight. They have double counter. I don't handle any of the billing stuff for Twitch. So any issues you have with billing, canceling, or renewing, you want to sort that in your Twitch dashboard. Yeah, I mean, we get to tuck theirs, but like they probably have like shocks and lightning strikes in their deck. So like if I tuck their Teferi, they're just gonna like kill ours. Alright, so that goes away for a little while. I love being able to drag cards into play. It's so good. Alright, they didn't have an answer to Big Tef here, so we could potentially run away with the game on the back of him. Oh, this is sweet. We get to untap our Memorial here and just crack it right away. That's great. How about Dawn of Hope? I could see that being okay. I think Dawn of Hope's a sweet win con and control mirrors. This is great too. You see how it's got the Teferi flipped up on top of their deck to remind us where he's at? Love that. Just like don't have to mentally keep track of any of that nonsense. Hello, wife.
I got down to
we need to move quickly.
Sticker on the license plate.
Okay.
That's how many layers I filled up. And then I opened the thing and we got a T, which means they're sending us brand new plates. You put this on until they send the new plates with this year's date on it. But like,
oh, so you need to pull all that off?
Wasted effort.
Yeah, utility lines are very good long games. And I actually think at this point, like, we've got a lot of dead cards here, but I think we're actually getting ahead now, right? Like, I'm gonna fight over this search for Azcanta, I think, if they want to fight over it. The internet says hello. Okay, so they paused on the search because they had a counter spell, but they wanted to fight over their Teferi, which makes sense. Yeah, you can see it in their hand as well. Yep, anytime you bounce card, any known information is tracked automatically for you, which is quite fantastic.
Keep up the pace.
Thoughts on the arena meta? I mean, is the arena meta different than just like playing standard in general? Yeah, interesting that they didn't tuck there. I guess I have the search for Azcanta, get back to it pretty quickly. Is it better to have a win con that is great against control and against other decks? I don't know. I think it depends. It depends on the format, like what your deck is looking to do, Andy, and like what threats you have available to you. Like obviously things that are more generic tend to be better game one. I'm gonna leave that one right on top, right? Because that's basically another counterspell. Actually seems kind of sweet. I'm gonna start by activating Azcanta here. Woof. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plus Teferi.
Let's skip to the good.
Because I'd have to kill my Teferi to tuck theirs, which doesn't seem very good. And now I can untap my my Azcanta here. Just like double Azcanta activations. Yeah, I heard someone refer to it as Arena Standard the other day, and I was like, no, it's just actually just Standard, right? Because like Arena is just constructed Magic. Yeah, if I could play all the formats of Magic I wanted to play on Arena, I don't think I'd play. I'd use Magic Online. Let's pick Tef Dog back up here. Tuck their Teferi in.
Not so fast.
Okay, look at how good our hand is, chat. The real question is, can we win the game with this Teferi? I guess we have one Lyra, right? Just Teferi's tucking over and over again. Go to sleep.
Hold that thought.
You think the Lich's Mastery deck has legs in standard? I think it's okay. Is it nuts to play this to... Yeah, I'm not going to play this. So one of the things that's really sweet, I was telling you, it tracks all known information for you in Arena. If I click on my deck, it shows me the cards that are on the bottom of my deck here from Azcanta, so I know when I get back up to them. Yeah, I do need to like worry about decking here. Honestly, it might be correct that I want to just play the second Teferi. It might be that I want to play the other Teferi here just so I can ult him faster.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, you can't deck Teferi loops. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, you're super right. Teferi loops I can't deck. Sounds good. You are super correct. Main deck negate. Yep, alright. And then I think we're done drawing cards at this point. Because my hand is kind of the Stone Cold Perfects, right? Like, can my hand get better? Like, I'm done activating Azcanta. We're just like activating Teferi and that's it.
Keep up the pace.
Are we sure I don't want to play another Teferi? Yeah, I'm probably sure.
Hold that thought.
Two cover-ups would be a win con. Teferi tucking himself is enough of a win con. I think blue-white control is better than Jeskai. I don't know. This is our first time actually playing straight blue-white control in this format. So what are my counter spells that are left in here? I have exactly one Syncopate, so I don't even really have anything worth working towards. So I'm just gonna keep not activating here.
We need to move.
That's true. They could have a Banefire in their deck. Oh, we could Azcanta fail to find. That's a good point. Oh, this is a bug, actually. So when you know the entire contents of your deck, it doesn't let you click into it. So I should be able to click in and see where the Lyra is at, but it doesn't actually show me.
No time for a break.
Click next to it. Oh, okay. Okay. I did not know that. That's weird. Oh, right, because if you're clicking on it, it thinks you're wanting to look at the card on top, right? It's not a bug. You have to click near it. It's just an interface weird thing. Okay. Justin, are you still here? Do you see how instead of losing with a deck like this in Modern, we're probably winning with it in Standard? They can make you draw with that card. I'm gonna dig to my Lyra here a little bit. I'm gonna decline to take any of these.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Yeah, you have to click on the side of the deck and not an actual card. Why can't we play with our deck face up in paper, right? You're like, but Judge, I know the contents. I think I need to fight over this. Like, I have 2 counter spells here. The problem is they have a Teferi that I know about. So, like, if they have 2 counters to go with this Teferi. Reverse Factor deal 4 damage to them. Okay, so they can't redirect this anymore, so that's fine. I'll just take 4. Yeah, take 8 is whatever here. The Teferi's gonna ultimate, we're gonna take all their lands away. We're not beating Banefire, chat. Turn 23, the players have finally noticed each other, right? Alright, are y'all ready for this? I can have multiple Teferi emblems, right? Pretty confident I can have multiple Teferi emblems.
Each turn of the clock, your reality will crumble. Let's slow this down.
Let's slow this down. Ain't that an apt... Isn't that an apt comment? Let's slow this down. I agree, Big Chuck. Let's slow this down indeed. Real slow. The emblem is off to the left side here underneath my chat. So my chat on screen covers up emblems and City's Blessing. Apologies for that. All right, 11 cards in my deck. I'm gonna flash back a Chemister's Insight here. Oh, you're playing a Teferi, huh? Nope.
Don't make another move.
Yeah, I definitely want to aggressively take them off red sources here. So I have a scatter for this. Why counter that? Because it could draw them into burn spells. Yeah. I should have taken untapped lands here. It doesn't really matter. This is game 1, by the way, chat. I found a win condition. What do you mean? I already have a win condition in play. Well, technically my win condition's in the command zone, but, you know, details.
Let's skip to the good part.
Yeah, it's awesome that we don't have to worry about clocking out here, which is great. We just get to like hang out and like actually do our thing. Am I playing Commander, right? So I have 7 cards in my deck, so I should be able to emblem the second Teferi here as well eventually. So I'm gonna go ahead and mission briefing, leaving the cards on top of my deck here, and this mission briefing is going to get me those are fine. Those stay right there. This mission briefing is going to cast Devious Cover-Up, and Devious Cover-Up is going to get 4 counterspells back into my deck here. So I would like Sinister Sabotage, there's a Negate in here too, right? A Sinister Sabotage and a Negate. The Devious cover, I thought the cover-up was weird, but seeing it in action, that's really great. Just like seeing how this game's gone. Echo, that's the point of no return. The point where I put 4 counterspells in my deck was where you determined you could no longer win. Sure, okay, I believe you. Echo 154, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support there. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed with that. Wow, Shield Bearer is sweet technology. All right, let's cut all these things that deal with creatures from my deck. Board in some win conditions and some counter spells. Probably doesn't. That's fair. Maybe they don't know that Teferi's gonna loop. Yeah, the one Devious Cover-Up seems like sweet technology. I really, really like it in this shell. Yeah, it seems weird until you play the control mirror. Like I said, just like one game in and I was like, oh, I understand why Devious Cover-Up is in my deck. Got it. Tan would ideally like another white source, but a couple of lands, some Teferi, some threats. Let's do it. Is this the deck of the night? I don't know. So far, it's probably Hardened Scales, but there's still a lot of standard to come. I'm planning to stream for another 4 or 5 hours at least. No, I don't think you need two cover up extras. I think it's just like not necessary. Like, did you see how that game played out? Planeswalkers have never been allowed to be commanders, as far as I'm aware. I can't tell you that for certain though, because I don't really play commander. That was a 25-minute game one, by the way. So I don't think I want to just jam history here. I think I'm going to pass. They definitely have negates and counterspells and stuff like that. Yeah, they have special planeswalkers that say they can explicitly be your commander. I've definitely seen that before. They are currently burning us out. It's an interesting plan for the control mirror. So a little interface thing here you can see me do. If you click on their end of turn step and then hit the past turn slider in the lower right, it will stop for us at their end of turn. Which is nice. And then I think I'm gonna jam Big Chuck here. Just like pressure them to like have counter spells, especially since like have another one and a history here. Honestly, maybe I'm supposed to history with Negate up. Wow, that just resolved. Okay. I was not prepared for that to resolve, chat. My body wasn't ready for that.
I'm not done yet.
I'm not done yet. Are you ever, Chuck? Are you ever done? Teferi resolved. Your go. You discarded a Ral to for me. That does not seem like a particularly profitable use of your card. Your commander resolved. How do we lose? Right? Asking the real questions. I really like the history of Benalias out of the board of this deck. I think that's a really sweet plan. Why is Teferi Chuck? When we were playing him with Goblin Charbelcher, we called it Big Tef's Chuck Wagon. So I started calling him Chuck by extension. Oh, I could have activated Arc this turn. Because we definitely have the City's Blessing. And honestly, this is how control mirrors often play out. Like, control mirrors post-board often go a lot faster because, generally speaking, control decks tend to board into more win conditions. Oh, this doesn't have flash, does it? I just assumed this thing had flash. That's fine. We don't really need it to have... We don't really need that in play. We played a blue-white Goblin Charbelcher deck in Modern. It's on my YouTube channel. There's a bunch of videos with it. You should definitely check it out if you have it. I'm just gonna pass here with the counter spells up. There's no reason to jam here. Chuck's gonna ultimate next turn and end the game. We recommend getting the foundation, or will any box spring? We just have a generic box spring, Quarth. I did not get their foundation from them. I think they're all pretty similar. Like, it's just like what your bed's sitting on top of, right? So if you have something that's good and stable, I think ours was just off of Amazon even. You know, my boss took care of that. All right, sweet. So we had a 26-minute game one, but a 30-minute match. So we've got that going for us. What's the highest rank in the ladder? I think the ranks on the ladder are kind of messed up now. I don't think I've seen anybody that's higher than like silver 2. People said there were ranks that people got to higher than that pre-wipe, but I think the ranks are kind of messed up in the open beta. How does deck fare against Golgari? I have no idea. You're watching. That was my first match I've ever played with it. What's the best way to build a collection on Magic Arena? Your credit card. Outside of that, playing limited probably. I'm told playing sealed, especially if you enjoy it, gets you cards faster than just like putting that same amount of money into buying packs. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Low variance game, yep. Them's the beat sometimes. Yeah, it was definitely a close 7. Close 7, unkeepable 6, unkeepable, whatnot. Charter Course. I wonder if they're playing the Phoenix deck. I've been told a Phoenix deck was going around on Magic Online. I'm just gonna use my mana here. Yeah, we've played some Band Spirits. We played Blue White and Band. The last time we played Blue White, it felt so terrible. I said I was done playing the Archetype, if I recall correctly. Any reason why you're running the competitive constructive? And I'm actually not playing an event. I'm playing on the ladder. The competitive flag on the ladder just means that you play best of 3 because I want to play matches with sideboards. I think this is a Phoenix deck. We're gonna play something similar to this later, but we've got a black splash in our deck for what's that card? The Creeping Chill. Yep, there's an Arclight Phoenix. So if they flip an Arclight into play here, I actually just get to like blink it back to their hand and then like untap and Lyra them. Maybe I'm supposed to play around like Syncopate or Scatter here. Deal. I'm not sure this is an Amonkhet board. I didn't even think about that. You're like, Amonkhet. I was like, there aren't any Amonkhet cards here. The board is definitely an Amonkhet board. I think I'm gonna keep chart to start, Marty. Remember, this is the wonderful client, so we don't have to like commit to what we're doing right away. Wow, that's good. Beacon Bolt. Ugh. Magic's a really high variance game, and you should never expect to win at any given tournament. So the correct choice for what deck you should play is always you should play whichever deck you enjoy playing. Kind of dead here. Yeah, opponent's deck is sweet. There's not a link in there, Gingerbread Man. I wasn't sent one. I built it. It's just in my deck editor. think I'm just supposed to like do this and tuck a Phoenix. Maybe I blink another one here even. The problem with Teferi tick up Seal of Phoenix is that, like, I guess maybe gaining 5 is worth it, but it's just like the Teferi just dies then. Every deck has a chance to win a given event, JW.
What up, internet fam?
That is a giant crackling drake. All right, so we're like
Hooglandia fam.
we're kind of on sweeper dead here.
He's annoyed already.
We're like actually just dead. What are you eating for dinner?
Hoogfamdia.
Hoogfamdia.
Hoogle fam.
We
Famlandia.
I think some of these are probably good. I think I want the Lyras, even though they just like killed through her. I think if they don't have the answer right away, they're going to be pretty reasonable. I'm going to trip Cleansing Nova. Settle the Wreckage seems good because it can exile the Phoenix.
Is that Ice Bucket Scooper your emote?
That is not my emote.
Um.
Devious Cover-Up is probably too slow.
Why don't you approve of fam?
I have no idea. Entertain the internet. I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. If the timer is going to hit 0, hit done.
Internet, what should we get Jeffrey for dinner? What do you think? Entertain you? Alright. Wait, where's the can? Oh, there I am. This is my dance. This is my dance. I'm dancing. I got moves. Moves for days. They said they like me better and you should go away and I should finish out the stream.
I wouldn't want to submit you to a deck that Justin submitted. Mom's
You like
spaghetti.
my moves?
Knees weak. Arms are heavy. Vomit on the sweater already.
What the heck are you spouting?
Am I allowed to stay married to her, Chad, if she doesn't know what I'm spouting there? It might be a reason to end things.
Chat, wasn't I better than him?
This hand needs another blue source, but it's pretty reasonable other than that.
See, they said go away, Jeff.
Stop making us choose. Don't make them pick between mom and dad. They love us both equally. No, stop it. Equally. Equally.
Ready.
Hey, love you. I don't have any Doomblades in my hand. Wait, back.
Daddy,
Yep.
what am I getting?
Whatever you want. You want to do Portillo's? Not too far? Portillo sounds great.
I like drive-throughs.
Really enjoy the arena streams lately. Happy that I can support with my Prime. Thank you, Bertus. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. That's true. It is at least a blue source. It's a Temple of Tilt, but it's at least a blue source. Ooh, they have a black land in their deck too. I wonder if they're playing the Phoenix as well. Or the Creeping Chill as well. Should make a bingo score that Syncopate was useful. Should we have different boards for... I feel like we should probably have different boards for Standard and Modern. Maybe we should have a Standard bingo board. It's like, concedes entire match turn 1 is not one that's going to come up in Standard very often, for instance. You can play Mission Briefing as well, Gingerbread Man. it's different, think twice, Ian. So sometimes getting cards, like they discarded a Phoenix here, right? So like sometimes getting cards into your bin is an upside. Deal. I'm just gonna plus here. They only have 2 things in their bin, so like their spell that killed Lyra last time isn't gonna come close to killing her here.
No time for a break.
No time for a break, chat. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Look at that. Look at that sweet, sweet rainbow angel animation. And another thing too, people that are like wondering like cards that you could put in this deck, you shouldn't just like lose to one thing and then like randomly start changing your sideboard to beat that thing. Like that's a bad way to approach deck building. You wanna approach deck building in like a reasonable and consistent manner, in a way that like, you know, you play a matchup a couple of times to get a feel for if it's good or bad. Is Chuck just tucking in Ral? I think we might just tuck Ral in here. Huh. Yeah, I think I just like tuck Ral in here. This like exposes it to Lightning Strike though, which kind of sucks. Oh, I can shuffle him with Field. That's a good call. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Because I can Chemister's Insight plus Field this turn. Ral does look tired. I agree. I don't want to Field here because it gives them an extra mana. I guess I should have fielded during their upkeep. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this happen. Because I want a Chemister's Insight plus Seal Away here, potentially. They discarded another bird. That's scary. Oh, they don't have a way to get the bird back. That's really good. Sabotage is an excellent draw for us. Seal Away is also an excellent draw. Looking pretty good. Bonus deck seems really sweet. Yeah, the Arch is going to be active. Playing the Arch out doesn't really work for now because we have like plenty of Chemister's Insights and stuff to do, so like we're not going to be activating that just yet. Banefire, rude.
Not enough.
No worries, Matt Wood. Oh, that's true. I could just start attacking. Attacking's like good in the face of Banefires too, right? Yeah, I probably should be attacking. They told me standard was solve and green black was the only good deck. Yeah, those people are crybabies. I definitely believe that someone told you that, but they were an idiot. They were just looking for something to complain about.
We need to move quickly.
We need to move quickly. It's possible attacking this turn was too aggressive. Just because like I can't hold up double seal and sabotage. But I probably don't need to hold up all those things. Is this fine? I don't actually know if this is fine or not. It's probably fine. Yeah, the fact that it cantrips is like reason to maybe do it. Mottwood, thank you for the prime support there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yes, I think those people are experiencing Stockholm Syndrome. They're just used to that being the thing that happens. Alright, now I'm really glad I let Lyra die here, because I have 2 Lyras. I've ascended. I'm going to decline playing out Search this turn, because I would like to hold up counterspells and interaction. Yeah, black green, and again, like, there's gonna be a best deck in every format, right? Like, something has to be number 1, and it's okay for something to be number 1. So I can sabotage, negate, and seal away here, which is good for us. Maybe I'm not supposed to pull the trigger on the negate here because I want to be able to counter the Ral. Honestly, I think seeing Ral out of them, I'm okay maybe bringing in Disdainful Stroke post board in this matchup.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Flying creatures do float. We're gonna get so much mileage out of the A+ emote. That was such a good addition. Standard decks are not gonna go on the website. So as with every video I make, you'll be able to find the deck list for the video that I'm playing in the video description. But standard's a format that tends to change quickly enough that the effort to add things to my website just like isn't particularly worth it. We actually have 2 new emotes. There's a salad emote in there as well. We had a flurry of very generous sub gifts the other night, and actually we had a flurry of sub gifts today too. We're actually close to getting a 34th emote at this point. Well, close is relative. We're 50 points off of another emote at this point, but we're closer than I. Can you explain the salad emote? So Discord. So if you've been in the subs Discord, you know that we have the salad bar channel, and the salad bar channel once upon a time was called the salty sweet, but there's not a salt emote on Discord. So because there's not a salt emote on Discord, we started using the salad icon as a salt icon, but there's no salad icon on Twitch. So clearly we had to port the salad icon from Discord to Twitch. Is the yoke. All right, I think we have the tools to make this Teferi not die. That's the most convoluted. We try. We try.
What we got?
How many birds are in here? There's 2 birds in there. Maybe I should have jammed the Lyra there. Because this couldn't have killed the Lyra. Yeah, I think I should have jammed the Lyra there. Holy crap. Holy crap. I think we're dead.
Want me to phase you out of time?
This card is like really unbeatable in these types of matchups. I guess it's not unbeatable in general, but like it's very good, right? They cast Lightning Bolt, yep. I thought we were gonna ult this Teferi. Yeah, I definitely should have played the Lyra last turn. That's a pretty big mistake. I mean, Teferi can tuck it, but chat, tucking it is a very temporary solution to a very permanent problem here, is the issue. Yeah, they can just sit there and not attack with it. In fact, if they're smart, they're going to sit there and not attack with it. Maybe they won't play around the 4th sealed away, but like... Oh, I could tuck and shuffle. You're right, we can tuck and shuffle. Okay, we'll tuck and shuffle. Hey, Celestial Raven, thank you for the 6-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here.
Let's take it back.
So I don't want to jam Lyra here, I don't think. I guess I could jam the Shield Mare. I've got 5, 6, 7.
Well, let's see what the wind blows in.
I feel like we need a Teferi ult to win most games. Yeah, I have the Arc, but like activating Arc is like worse than just activating Azcanta, right? They have 25 cards. They Wannabe Beetle doling out the sub-giftaroonies. There it goes. Thank you. Thank you, Sub Santa, for the afternoon. I appreciate that. Let me know if you'd like to add a deck with that. Those of you that were just gifted those very generous subs, remember to pop into the subs Discord. Always lots of fun stuff there. Like the salad bar that we got our latest salad emote from. How long until the entire chat is subs? We enabled sub-only mode the hard way. Yeah, I agree. Like, is that deck reasonable against aggro is an important question to ask. I guess I'll get another Teferi.
Hurry!
Well, that was unpleasant.
Gotta pay for the Portillo somehow. Literally anything with more than 10 win conditions, please. Will do, Beetle. The next control deck we're playing has Div Visit in it. I think that counts. I don't actually know the answer to that question.
Oh, come on. I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
No, I think you're right, Muddlewood. I think it deck's a lot of fun too. How many birds are in here? 1, 2. They have 3 birds in there from earlier. Thank you very much for gifting out that sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night, by the way. Hanging out here, playing some Magic Arena. We played some Modern earlier. Currently playing some Standard on here. You gotten a chance to play the Todd Stevens Real Angels deck? I've not. Extras. It looked. I watched him play it a little bit. It looks really good against Black Green. I don't know that I would assume that it's very good against most other things. I think I just Syncopate this, right? Just like Syncopate for 4. Ionize, yep. That's unfortunate. My wife got subbed to 2 channels she's never watched. That's funny. Yep. Wow, just the heads up, no attack into Settle the Wreckage play. It's pretty good. Hey, Scylla SW, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub there. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month. I think I was gonna tuck Ral and then like play another Teferi. Reverse. Reverse, reverse. Just tap the arc because I'm not going to activate it.
I won't hide. Hold that thought.
So, I don't think I can actually win the game. I boarded out. Am I through all my Lyras? I have 1, 2. And I'm only through 2 Lyras. No, I'm through all 3, right? I boarded out my stupid counterspell that shuffles things back in, and I don't think I can actually win the game. Oh, it can't be blocked. All right. All right, so you're saying there's a chance. I got you. Thanks for the heads up. We figured it out, chat. We figured it out. Look at that. Look at that competitive Twitch chat advantage. Yeah, I don't think I have enough cards in my deck, though, to, like, reasonably loop Teferi's is the issue. I only have 7 mana here, so I can't get rid of these. Yeah, I don't think I have enough cards to ult the Teferi. Oh, they're actually getting close to this being relevant. They have 18 cards in their deck. Huh. Am I supposed to just let this happen? Because if they have a negate, they get to trigger the Firemind's Foresight with negate. I think I'm supposed to just let Teferi die, right? Because like my way to win this game is these shield mares. I think I just let Big Chuck die here, just not give them a negate or syncopate target.
Time for plan B.
You can remove 5 counters from Firemind to deal 5 damage to any target. They had the discovery. All right, I think we're dead now. No, they're not hexproof from red. I just gain life when they target it, which is a bit different. All right. All right, so they're at 4. I have a creature they can't block. I need a counterspell. I need a Negate. All right, Mission Briefing's a counterspell. Regular size Jesse doling out the gift of Roonies. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You want me to use that to push Mono Blue up, or did you have something else you'd like to add in? Thank you for the support. Sweet, we drew another counterspell. All right, I think this shield bear is about to run the distance. Sounds good. I don't have plans after Grixis Phoenix, so I'm gonna put Mono Blue Tempo after that. Shield Bear, yeah, Shield Bear is the hero we need. So I need them to not cast enough spells to get a counter on this, but I also need to make sure I can counter Ralzeric here. I've never had sub sounds enabled on my Linux system, Marty. They were just on by default when I was streaming from Windows upstairs. Oh gosh. Okay, Mueller, thank you for the 13 months, bud. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. So they have to cast 3 more spells and have 2 mana up. Can I briefing anything to save the mare? I don't think so. But like, they have to have like 2 1-mana. They have to have like a 1-mana spell and a 2-mana spell here, right? Oh, I can mission briefing Blink. That's such a good suggestion. Let's do that. Yeah, we have a Blink in the bin from earlier, right? Oh no! I don't know that I do actually. I think I might have looked past it. Ow, crap! Ow, crap! Awkward. Blink's literally on the bottom of my deck. Oh, I could have syncopated it. Yeah, that's a good suggestion too. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this because I messed up a couple of times here. I wasn't thinking about Syncopate. I wasn't thinking about the bouncing it with Blink. So now if they have an untapped land here, they get to Radical and then kill my Shield Mare. I definitely could have prevented that in 2 different ways here. All right, I'm gonna counter this because they might not have the land. There's 10 cards in my deck. You have an untapped land? Are you dead to the Shield Mare? Yeah, good game, opponent. I messed that up. I literally don't have any win conditions in my deck. Literal 0 on win conditions. I was going to deck, chat. I had way less cards in my deck than them. We deck long before they do. 0 Teferis. I guess that's fair. Syncopate was going to be useful 2 times, right? Is Seal Away any tapped creature? I'm pretty sure Sealed Away is opponents. All these new cards are templated in a way that doesn't hurt your things. Yeah, Seal Away is opponent's card. All the new Oblivion Ring style effects like that are templated in a way that can't hurt you. It's really annoying because it removes some interesting corner cases that like give you percentage points if you're playing well. Sounds good. How are you subbed? We had a bunch of sub Santas come in and dole out a bunch of sub gifts. Am I streaming Modern today? I already streamed Modern today. We did two Modern Leagues before this. You'll be able to find them on my YouTube channel later tonight. Probably tomorrow morning. I think I'm going for a while yet today. I'm gonna play 4, 5, 6 more decks. There's been a lot of subs. There's like 500 gifted subs on my channel right now. It's kind of absurd. Hey, Milk Waves, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Chart of course. Oh, this is the same person we just played, isn't it? So we get a do-over. There's been a lot of repairing on here. I've noticed that. There's been a few times where we just like queue back into the same person. What's the purpose? I'm playing Fortress tap turn 1 instead of Island. What's the purpose of playing Island tap turn 1 instead of Fortress? This is like actually a play that just like doesn't matter. I mean, if you have a Magic Online collection, you can sell your Magic Online collection for cash. In fact, my sponsor, MTGO Traders, would love to buy your Magic Online collection. That's what they does for a business. Yeah, the new sub animation's really slick. That and the bits and everything turned out really well. Super happy with those. Isn't Savit a Hearthstone player? He was. He's been streaming a ton of Arena since it came out. How many things are in my bin? We have 5. I think I'll take the land. Savitz quit Hearthstone a while ago. Saying he quit Hearthstone for Arena, I think, is a little disingenuous. Like, he quit Hearthstone to, like, quit Hearthstone. He does like Arena as well, but... There's been a lot of people that are watching a ton more Magic on Twitch since Arena came out. Arena's more fun to watch. It's more fun to play. There's the rate that the games play out at is faster, which makes it enjoyable. There's effects which are great. You have 1 Phoenix in there. Yep. I think I'm gonna settle single bird here. It's kind of all they have going on, right? Fair. This is game 1. We lost a best of 3 and we queued into the same opponent again. For those that are wondering what happened, I punted and lost the best of 3. Yeah, they reached out and did a bunch of sponsored streams with a bunch of different types of people, and a wide number of them have stuck around, which is awesome. Magic's a really good game. Like, it is. There is a reason why Magic's existed for 25 years as a card game, and a lot of other games have not. Do I want Baffling End here? No, this doesn't hit. It's 3 or less. Okay, it's not any creature. Got it. So I explicitly do not want this here. How about History of Benalia? Do I want to just, like, board in a bunch of win cons? I kind of just want to board in a bunch of win cons partially for my sanity. Stroke does hit Drake and Ral, that's true. We lost to the blue-red Drake deck, and then we queued into the blue-red Drake deck again. So we lost in 3, and now we're up a game in the next match. Raging Gobo, thanks for shipping your Twitch Prime this way this month. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine with that. I appreciate it. Seems fine on the play. Oh, we're on the draw. Less fine on the draw. Maybe it's still okay. Needs to get a chair sponsor. Do people run Negate in Modern? Yeah, Negate sees a good amount of play. what's the importance of the shovel on the card? So the icons on the card follow the progression of sub-icons on the stream. And this is the great nation of Hoglandia. So the shovel icon is the initial new sub, and that's what we dole out to all the new peasants here in Hoglandia, so they can help make our nation great and build us from the ground up. And eventually you work through and get some boots, because you're a hard-working peasant, needs to protect their feet. And then there's a training wooden sword at 6 months, and then you get a sword and a mod shield at 1 year. Kuntz with the sub gift. That's why gifting out subs isn't just kindness, right? It's kind of like the draft here in Hoglandia. It's nerd boot camp. Yep. Teach people. Yeah. Drag them in. Here's my shield, Mary. It's possible I should hold up the Sinister Sabotage for a Crackling Drake this turn, but the flip side of that is turn 5 is their Ralzeric turn, so I think I'd rather hold up my counterspell for the Ralzeric turn. Slippery L Hugs, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate it. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way. Is this the new update to get 2 out of 3? You've almost always been able to play best 2 out of 3 in Arena. There's modes for best of 1 and best of 3 on the ladder. This is post board. Shield Mare's in our sideboard. They conceded to Settle game 1. If they don't play a play we need to sabotage, we get to go ahead and Chemister's Insight, which is fine for us. Yeah, Beacon Bolt. My mare has died. How does Prime support work? So on the streamer side, if you subscribe with Twitch Prime, it's the same to me as if you did a $4.99 subscription. So Amazon, Twitch, whoever sends me the same $3 and change that I get from normal $4.99 subs. That's even if you don't want to give your Twitch Prime sub to me, you should go give it to somebody, because it's basically free money for whatever streamer or content producer you're giving it to. It's dollary dues out of Amazon pockets into someone making content. Who flung poo? Thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate that. And your Twitch Prime, yep, that expires every 30 days or so you can give that again to me or another streamer 30 days from now and help support the stuff that we make. Thanks for the Twitch Prime support and welcome. How many we got in here? 1, 2. They only have 4, so this actually doesn't kill my Lyra yet, which is great. Actually, the fact that this doesn't kill my Lyra makes it... I guess they have a shock here. They have shock in post board. There's no way they have shock in post board, right? Okay, that makes sense. Banefire in post board makes sense. I think I just like windmill another Lyra here.
Just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Sure, but they don't... Oh, they did have one in exile already, didn't they? Oh, they messed that up then, right? Yeah, I think they messed that up then. Oh, they could just Beacon Bolt it again. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It feels like we're in a pretty bad spot here. Don't really have anything going on. Yeah, I'm just going to move along. I've been playing this deck for a while. We have a game 3 in this match, though, right? Hey, Comic Cake, time for my personal monthly timeout. Thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that there. Well, my Magic Arena is taking a quick nap. Let's get it booted back up. I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. Welcome. TGIF. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I play pretty much exclusively Magic the Gathering these days. We play only Construction on this channel, so we play a ton of Standard on Arena. We also play Modern on Magic Online. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider doing like Coma Cake and Who Flung Poo did there, and so many other wonderful people today. And subscribe. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here. They're the reason that I'm able to do this as a job, so big shout outs to all of them. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors here. Harry's Razors, like to get you that nice, close, clean shave, and using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleShave or harrys.com. You'll be able to save $5 on your new starter kit with them. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn some of your physical paper Magic cards into other Magic cards. Direct with other players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Please hit the follow button at the very least if you're enjoying what you see. It doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live. And with what? I went ahead and just conceded this third game in this match rather than playing against the same person again for another one. I'm gonna wait a hot second before queuing. I'd like to play one more match with this deck, maybe see if we can queue into like black green or like a mono red deck or something different, but I really don't want to play a 6th game against this this blue red Phoenix deck. I've played enough of that and like to see a little variety in my life. Keep up the memes so I don't run out of dreams. Iceman, thank you for the 2 months and welcome back. D. Brian asks, are you still enjoying the Warhammer game? Yeah, the Warhammer game is my go-to tablet game. Their lack of a PC client makes it a little bit awkward to stream. The ratios of stuff kind of suck, but the actual gameplay itself is fantastic. I actually played a couple of games this afternoon when I was at the gym. I want to take a moment to thank you for the content you provide, but I wanted to let you know how much I value what you provide. Oh, Mark, don't worry about it. Anything you give to support a streamer like me or anybody else on Twitch, that should be your fun money, your extra money, right? So always take care of you first. I should be here for a while. We've got a pretty good, strong community built up. The Extra Life event is a wannabe Beetle with the sub gift. You're the best, Beats. Thank you to all the sub Santas we've had this week. The Extra Life event is a Momir event. For Mark Chalice, thank you, and for the bits. All right, sweet. Different opponent, hopefully a different deck. The blue-red Drake's deck is sweet, and it seems like the matchup's close. I just want to like get a little variety in here, rather than play against the same thing over and over again. Halloween, the season of giving. See, we just gave a timeout too. Oh, arena sounds are gone. Sorry, fixed it. That's true. They could also be playing the Phoenix deck. All right, sweet. We're playing against black-green. This is a matchup I want to see. We played a Jeskai deck the other night that had a bunch of copies of Seal Away in the main deck, and they seemed pretty exceptionally bad in this matchup. The black-green deck, for people that are not familiar, has 4 mana of Vraska, Vivian Reed, and 6 mana of Vraska in it, and all 3 of those Planeswalkers destroy enchantments that cost 2. So this removal spell is kind of a liability, especially when a lot of the time we're going to be playing it out on things that have enter the battlefield effects. So I would kind of be surprised if this black-green deck is an okay matchup for this. I think the Jeskai deck that we're going to play for a few matches after this is probably a little bit better against black-green, but I think this blue-white deck's probably going to struggle a bit if I had to guess. That being said, no 3-drop here out of them sets us up in a pretty good spot because I've got Sabotage plus Negate to counter their counterspells. surprised you're not using the free arena code notifications for sure. I don't know what that is, Scott. Yeah, they have that too. I think I just let this happen. I'm kind of okay getting a land here. Like, they get another explore trigger, but like I get a land, so that seems like fair trade. I can steal this away again next turn. Are you talking about the magic like alert notifications? I have our own custom channel alert notifications, actually done by Streamlabs as well. So they could punish us here by slamming a big scary 5-drop creature, but if they just like play Vivian Reed here, I just get to negate them, which seems fine for us. What are your thoughts on the Arc-like Phoenix is a deck? I haven't played it. We actually just played against it, and it seems really sweet. Seems like one of the many things that's very sweet in this format. It seems like the angle it's attacking from is probably pretty okay against the black-green deck, so I wouldn't be too surprised if it picks up in popularity. Alright, so we've got Teferi, and we've got Sabotage up. We don't have a lot of action in our hand past that. I guess the Cleansing Nova is pretty decent. You can clean out the board to keep Teferi alive. We just like want to keep this dork alive as long as possible, right? Just like get to our tick tick boom ultimate.
I've killed for less.
That is not a counterspell. This standard format's the best Magic format I've played in a long time.
We need to move quickly.
It's very, very good. All right, so if I crack this Memorial to Genius and play an untapped land, I can have 3 mana up. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Digging for a counterspell. All right, we had Essence Scatter. I'm going to go ahead and play an untapped land here to bluff a Sabotage. Maybe make them think about things. What's going on, Fancy Penguin? Not a whole lot. Just hanging out playing some Standard on Arena tonight. If they have a non-creature based, if they have a non-creature threat here, that's good. We could be in trouble. Magic Arena is really awesome. It is the Magic video game I've wanted for a very, very long time. What makes this format so good? What's the best way to phrase it? So far, just it's what I want out of Modern, right? There's so many different decks that seem very reasonable, but I'm also not dying on turn 3. Like, Modern has a lot of really sweet decks in it, but it's a very high-powered format that just, like, you just die very quickly. The number of brutal non-games that exist in Modern are very frustrating as a player. And, like, when Standard sucks, it was, like, our only option for it, but, like, now that we have a good Standard format again, you know, it's been a while since we had a good Standard format. These Memorial to Geniuses have been pretty good in this deck. Big fan of utility lands. Anybody who watches the stream knows that. Do we have Syncopates? Yeah, I think so. There's a deck list on your screen. The abundance of good removal. Honestly, the quality of the answers is probably a big thing that's contributing to this format being good. Also, just like not only quality answers, but like there aren't Hazards and Scarab Gods in this format. Like screw those cards. So, Sean McLaren, thanks for the host. Welcome. I think Sean was playing some Standard on Magic Online, I believe, when he posted on live. We're hanging out playing some Standard on Arena. So, the scatter in my hand can insulate me from Plague Bearer if I draw a Teferi. But the downside here is, if I let the Midnight Reaper resolve, my Cleansing Nova is a lot less good because then all their creatures draw cards when they die. So I think scattering this is good. So I'm going to get to crack the Memorial to Genius here, which is hopefully going to find me another counterspell for this Plague Crafter. Alright, not even our utility lands could power us through this flood, chat. Shaman is very, very good. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to play Elves at the Invitational for the Modern portion. We have some cards. It looks like if we're on the opponent's side of the table, it feels like they're behind. Little do they know. I guess if their threats are just more creatures, the Cleansing Nova kinda has us covered. Yeah, Psycho lands are gone. So I'm going to play Elves and Pirates Invitational, possibly Jackal Girl. The Invitational is post-Pro Tour, so there could be some good technology that comes out of the Pro Tour potentially for Standard. We'll see. I also might play the Grand Prix in Milwaukee. Ooh, is that... Do I have the City's Blessing? I do have the City's Blessing. Getting the City's Blessing means I think I'm just going to draw another card here, believe it or not. Just like hang tight on this Cleansing Nova, take one more hit here. So if I'm still high on Pirates come the Grand Prix in Milwaukee, I'll probably play Pirates there, and if that still feels good after that, continue playing on working on them. Devious Cover-Up. So I can Cleansing Nova plus have Cover-Up up still, right? Yep. Kill these dorks, pass the turn. You feel like cycling should be evergreen? Yes. I think cycling being evergreen like Scry would be a good thing for the game. Nah, I think that the tempo deck just doesn't get enough free wins. It's a scrappy deck that makes you work for everything. And that's just like not where I want to be in Modern, I don't think. I just want to I want to just kill people. Just gonna put a bunch of counter spells back in my deck, I think, here. There's a hack to change your basic land art, Zach. I will show you. I will blow your mind after this. There's a hack. I think I just 1-for-1 this year. Because, like, again, while the Midnight Reaper's in play, like, this card's a lot worse. Rod Trav, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome. I thought it wasn't just the hide button. I thought you had to, like, click into a couple of things. There's a YouTube video. Google it. If you Google it, there's a YouTube video. I'm actually, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I remember how to get to it. There's a way you can find all the basic lands, though, from these sets. There aren't full arts in there, but all of the current sets have ones in there. Am I supposed to scatter this? No, I think I'm gonna let this resolve and just, like, draw with my arc. Yeah, that's it. You hit search for basic land and then filter and then hit reset. No, the formats that have rotated are no longer there. Yeah, what's going on, Mr. McChillin? All the standard on this channel is being played on Arena moving forward. Any format we can play on the new video game, we'll play on the new video game. I think I'm starting with this. Ding. Alright, so I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So if I play a land out, that makes 8. So I can go ahead and cast this Cleansing Nova, leaving up Sinister Sabotage. Professor Knox coming through with the absurd host. Thank you. And welcome everybody. We're hanging out playing some blue-white control here at the moment in Standard. We're going to be following it up with some Jeskai control in the match after this one. I'm playing Standard Constructed for the remainder of the evening tonight, so feel free to hang on out if you're into that sort of thing. And thank you again for the host, Nox. I appreciate that. This Standard format is the best format of Magic I've played in a very, very long time. I'm hesitant to say ever because it's still early, but in a very long time, it's the best Constructed format I've played. So we know their last 2 cards here, and again, love that Arena leaves these pieces of information up so you don't have to manually remember it, which is nice. Get my jump start on. Okay, so there's a Teferi. Yeah, we definitely just like stick the Teferi and then sabotage their thing and get going here.
This isn't a fight you can win.
I guess they have Plaguecrafter here too. I actually have enough mana here to play the Lyra as well. Syncopate can stay right there.
Let's skip to the good part.
So I'm gonna stick the Lyra so that way she insulates us against this Plaguecrafter. Yeah, so like they have to have Plaguecrafter plus a way to kill one of these to clean the board out, and like even if that happens, right? Like we still have the Arc going, we have the Search for Azcanta in our hand. So I was expecting this matchup to maybe be a little bit hard because they have a lot of ways to kill our enchantments, but it seems like if they don't find those, we're in a pretty good spot. So our Teferi has gone on to greener pastures, but we're still in a pretty good spot here. I don't think that's true, Albino Snake. And we were talking about this earlier. One of the big differences between this standard format and previous standard formats is not only is the quality of answers pretty high in this standard format, but past that, the quality of threats is lower. There aren't Hazarets, there aren't Scarab Gods in this standard format. Those cards that are like really difficult to interact with. We'll keep that one on top. Transform Azcanta. There's no Beaumont Courier. There's no Scrap Heap Scrounger. Yeah, there isn't Kaladesh. I'm gonna, since they left this on top, I'm just gonna go ahead and take 3 here, and next turn we'll Settle the Wreckage. We'll just draw a bunch of cards this turn. Our library is currently at 22 cards. What do I have though? I already played my Devious Cover-Up, but I have a copy of Mission Briefing to get Devious Cover-Up back into my deck later. Let's do that. There's a Teferi. Let's do this. There are a lot of good answers to Carnage Tyrant. Basically, every color other than blue-red has a pretty good answer to Carnage Tyrant, and even blue-red has Crackling Drake, which is a pretty reasonable answer. All right, so this game's on lock at this point. We're just waiting to kill them.
Hurry.
Shuffle their deck? No, that's fine. I have counter spells. I guess I can play this search. Across the point of no return. All right, so green-black. I think we want Disdainful Stroke's pretty good in this matchup. I don't know how big I want to go on threats in this matchup. I almost feel like Lyra's maybe not good enough because she dies to all their planeswalkers, but I also like really kind of need ways to clean the board out, right? Is it nuts to trim the Seal of Ways because they're able to kill them with so many things? Does trimming the Seal of Ways leave me with too few methods of interacting with their early creatures? If I like just lean into like Subtle and Cleansing Nova? Is the 7/7 good? I don't think so. You have can't be countered, like cast a non-creature spell. I don't think that's good enough. I guess it's like less likely to die than Lyra, so maybe I just like split them. 59 cards, could do this too, just like 2 Lyras and an Azal. We can counter the Planeswalker some of the time. It just doesn't always line up that way is the issue. Especially if we're like we have to be playing Lyra pretty late in order for her to be able to be played with a counterspell too. Arc, thank you for the 8-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome. History of Benalia is a lot like Archaeologist here. It's additional threats for the Control Mirror. So like kind of board into more threats. Control Mirrors tend to go long game 1, but post board you all board up on threats and it tends to be reasonable. Thank you for that 8-month resub there, Arc. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. They're going to have Carnage Tyrants post board, which is probably another reason to bring the 7/7 in, because the 7/7 can trade with a Carnage Tyrant. And we also have our 3 Settles and our 3 Cleansing Novas that can kill Carnage Tyrant. So I got a good selection of answers to those things. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight, by the way. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. Welcome. There's a lot of people you could be watching on Twitch. Thanks for spending some of your time here with us while we play some Standard. Let's not refer to things as cancer, please. And thank you. I appreciate that. That's something that's kind of serious that kills people. There's lots of words you could use to describe that. Rancid is one of my particular favorites. Good neutral word. It's funny, so I said that this format feels sweet in a lot of ways like Modern does, in that there's so many different decks that you could be playing. And it's funny, like when there's a lot of different decks that are playable, when there's a lot of decks that are playable, there's always, not everybody's gonna like all of them, right? So like, we often say about Modern, like Modern's the format where there's 50 playable decks, but like everybody hates all of them. Because if you try hard enough, you're gonna find someone to complain about basically every deck in the format. What's going on, Ziggy? Good luck at F&M tonight. If they jam the Jade Light here, I'm just gonna go ahead and syncopate it. Like, getting to trade this one for one early is pretty valuable. Cater Boo, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. And a situation like this here is one of the things that makes me wonder, is it right to cut my cards that my cheaper enchantment removals, because like this 3/2 could just like run the distance and kill us here. Thinking about 2 Excellence Binding. That card's probably pretty good, especially if you expect some like pseudo mirrors. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play the untapped island here, because if they don't give us something to counterspell this turn, I'm gonna kick Blink of the Eye to pick the Merfolk Branch Walker back up so it stops attacking us. Down to 11. The nice thing about playing against the opponent's deck is their deck doesn't have any traditional forms of reach in it, so we can use our health total as a resource pretty liberally here. Do I want a Devious Cover-Up this early? Yeah, probably. If you want to win, what should you play at GP Lily next weekend? If it's Standard, the actual answer to that question is I have no idea. The Standard format has so many good things in it. Everybody and their mother lost their mind that the Screen Black deck was going to take over, and then as I've played more against it, it doesn't really seem like that's the case. What NFL team do I prefer? I don't really follow any type of sports stuff. Alright, we'll let this resolve. We'll Chemister's Insight, we'll untap and Cleansing Nova. The problem with untap Cleansing Nova here is that it's going to give them a window to resolve a Planeswalker, which kind of sucks for us. It's a Plague Crafter, sure. They might bin this, because they're kind of looking for lands. They missed a land drop last turn. I assume they're going to bin this as well. I guess I have the Blink of an Eye and the Teferi. I definitely need to clear the board here. I don't want to go to... don't want to go to 1 here. So, you're gonna want to go back and watch the first match that we played today for thoughts on Devious Cover-Up. Basically, Devious Cover-Up was necessary in the control mirror, so we didn't deck. This deck has very few win conditions in it, and being able to recycle them was very valuable when we were playing against another control deck. Alright, so I can bounce her with Kicker, so it's card neutral, which is nice, and then we still have enough mana to Sinister Sabotage something. Just like send that back from where it came. Primal Tide actually looking pretty good here. Just gonna like come down on the board and be pretty powerful. I'd be pretty surprised if there's like Chupacabras in their deck post board against us. Play a Planeswalker. Play a Planeswalker. Play a Planeswalker. Walk into my trap card. They've been to Plaguecrafter already, so... Oh, you're talking about Plaguecrafter for this. Plaguecrafter doesn't beat Nizami, right? It discards, return it to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, so this card actually dodges Plaguecrafter too. That's a great command, Beetle. A+. You tell you've been here a while.
I won't hide from the world any longer. Keep up the pace.
All right, so we don't have any answers here, but like, even if they answer the Teferi, we're going to have to like draw plenty of more cards here. Also have the Chemister's Insight in my bin here, which is valuable. Probably will play the Chemister's Insight out of my hand rather than my bin first, because I don't necessarily know that I want to discard this land, because I'd like to make another land drop next turn. That's a magic card. At the beginning of new formats, professional Magic players tend to favor more aggressive decks, but we aren't really at the beginning of a format, right? Like, this format has existed for a hot second here already. And then I actually get to go ahead and just Field of Ruin them off this Memorial to Folly here too, which is sweet. And still hold Disdainful Stroke up, which is great for us. Just like good clean living so far here. Yeah, I feel like after playing this, I'm like less concerned about this matchup. I thought this might be difficult for us, but after actually playing it out, it doesn't seem like it's that bad. Definitely feels like we have the tools to be competitive here. Yeah, he's dead, Jim. However will I replace the Teferi?
No more games.
Yep. Find Finality is really good. To try and find a counterspell for that one. Perfect. Good. Ask and you shall receive, chat. Am I okay with this getting attacked? Actually, I just have 10 lands, right? I can Teferi plus Plains, Lyra, untap 2 lands, have a counterspell up still. Alright, good luck, Godspeed. Stroke cannot counter the Find part of Find Finality. So the converted mana cost of a spell is whatever its cast while it's on the stack. So if they cast just Find, it's only a converted mana cost too. All right, your move. So we have more cards in hand, we're ahead on board, and we have more land. So we're winning by basically every measure that matters. Trophy. I think I just let this go. I think I'm far enough ahead in this game that I just don't want Find Finality to resolve. What's going on, Average Toaster? Just hanging out, playing some Standard on Arena tonight. This format's really sweet. How many Teferi's am I down to here? Got 2 left in my deck. Got a Memorial to Genius in play and a Memorial in my hand and a Chemister Insight in the bin as well. Yeah, I like that the Jeskai list has more win conditions. Niv Mizzet is like a really good control finisher. Just quite fantastic. Alright. You are welcome to try and race. You will fail. What's going on, Mr. Fax? Yeah, I'm going to be doing evenings every Wednesday and then afternoon into evenings on Fridays here. And expect long streams most Fridays. We've been going for 5 hours already and think I'm going to do another 4 or 5. My wife is bringing dinner home soon after she picks the kids up, which is great. Am I playing Niv today? Yeah, we're going to play Jeskai Control in the match after this one. It's our last match with Blue-White. Definitely want a Stroke here because the Negate counters the Find. What's for dinner? Christy's going to pick up Portillo's, I think she said. I'm actually not getting a cake shake. I've been trying to watch my sugar intake a little bit. Be slightly less of a Junketarian. We stroked a Vivian Reed, one of the Planeswalker staples in the blue-green-black deck. What's your stance on chocolate-covered raisins? I like chocolate-covered raisins. I like most things that are covered in chocolate. What's the best food I can cook? I don't know. Does a microwave count as cooking? Do you think this game is done? Do you think if there was a reveal hand button, our opponent would concede? I think if I was playing in Paper Magic right now, my hand would just be like face up on the table. Just like, you're go. Good luck, Godspeed. It's really sweet, Sea-Thrill. Marty with the sub gift to Mr. Fax. Thank you, Sub Santa. I appreciate you. And welcome, Mr. Fax. My Santa Portillo's. I like Portillo's. They have the best French fries around. Yeah, you can reveal your hand in Paper Magic whenever you want. When's Piemonte coming back? He's fickle. He has an adult job now, so he has a lot of responsibility. The Syncopates were actually okay there. So let's take a look at the blue-white control deck before we move on to Jeskai. To set a bar, yep, still here. Wow, it's Pat. Thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. To set a bar that's low, this deck was not as bad as I was expecting it to be. The Devious Cover-Up, I think, is definitely very necessary for the blue control mirrors. Actually, move my cheer cup over to the corner here. I did that upstairs last night. I liked it. The thing I really want to highlight here out of the sideboard, and this is something that I think could be applied outside of just blue-white, I really like these History of Benalias out of the sideboard. So this is a card that's decent against not only aggressive decks, but also control decks. I think you basically board this card in against everything that's not a mid-range deck. Because just like 2/2/2s for 3 mana is good against aggro decks, and it really applies pressure, which is nice. The Shield Bear was sweet too. This seems like some awesome mono red technology. So like these 5 threats coming in against mono red seems great, on top of Lyra Dawnbringer being good as well, obviously. Like even when this card just like gains you 6 because it dies to a lightning strike, that seems pretty fine.